うん、私たちね、榊さんがいない間にちょっと話し合ったんだけど。
何か陰湿な話かしら。
いや、そんなんじゃなくてね。
Sakaki coolly throws out a perceptive question without bothering to look up from her book, prompting a flustered denial from Amane.
私たちこれまで榊さんの気持ちを考えずに接してきたんじゃないかと反省したんです。
そう、それよ。
どういう意味？
榊さんが望むなら、私たちも榊さんの意向を邪魔しないように、あまりお互いに干渉しないようにしようかなって。
そう。例えば？ね
えユミちゃん、今どんな本読んでるのよさ。
Makita tries to snatch away the book with a surprise attack, but is forcefully rebuffed by Sakaki, who's clearly in a state of heightened awareness. Makita clicks her tongue in irrepressible frustration. She'd been gambling on taking the big points with that opportunity, but sadly her moment has passed with nothing more than a 1-point hand touch.
約1名、今の話の趣旨を全く理解してないみたいだけど。
もうマキナ、あんたまた勝手なことして。
すみません榊さん、マキちゃんが急にあんなことして。だからといってわざわざあなたが手を触る必要があるのかしら。はい、万が一のこともありますから念のために確認を。手のひらと指は大丈夫ですね。あと手首はと。
ああ、さすがさっちゃん。他人の失敗を自らの得点として引き込むとは。
This is the weirdest contest I think I've ever seen in my entire life. Even so, this isn't a visual novel.
油断ならないのよさ。
Amane and Makina quietly mutter to each other, careful to keep out of Sakaki's earshot. The palm of Sakaki's hand and her fingers are pretty much a package deal, so I'll award 1 point to the pair. With the addition of the wrist, Sachi's jumped into an early lead with 2 points.
もうさっちゃんってば、さっきの話をしたすぐ後にそんなことしてたら榊さんに変な子みたいに思われちゃうわよ。
それでどうして私をバンバン叩くのよ。
あらごめんなさい、お姉ちゃん間違えてしもだわ。ねえねえ知ってる？向こうのおばちゃんってすぐこうやって人叩くねんな。
Big sis, huh?
そう言ってさらに叩くのやめてほしいんだけど。
Thumping equals 5 points, and she just executed a 5-hit combo. Making excellent use of her folksy Kansai girl act, Amane seizes 25 points in the blink of an eye. The old lady reference also seems like a clever play, taking advantage of the difference in their ages, but expressing my admiration on this point would likely lead to a new conflict. I exercise discretion and keep my trap shut.
あまね、こんな風にバンバン叩いたらユミちゃんに失礼じゃないのよさ。こんな風にねえユミちゃん。
あなたの方がよっぽど失礼よ。
Just when I thought the balance of power had shifted to Amane, Makina used her established thoughtlessness as cover to launch a new series of attacks, quickly acquiring 40 points. Keeping up with the scoring is beginning to prove challenging in its own right.
あれユミコ、制服のボタン取れてない？あ、いや、なんでもないです。その榊さん。
Sakaki anticipates Michiru's approach and brings it to a premature halt with her powerful glare. The Seto Sundere... You know, I apparently am still saying that word incorrectly. How do I say it? Sundere? Faggot wilts like a potted plant under the desert sun.
あ、確かにボタン取れてますよ。はい。
Seizing the moment once again, Sachi deftly plucks a button from Sakaki's uniform, then holds it out for inspection on the palm of her hand.
そう。ありがとう。いいえ、当然のことですから。
Sakaki's clearly dubious. In comparison, Sachi's beaming from ear to ear. She's got guts to launch a bold attack like that under such risky circumstances. Indifference to our dauntless soul of a maid, I mentally award 50 points, bringing Sachi's total to 52. She's regained the lead in a flash.
よろしければすぐにボタンをお付けしますが。 勝手になさい。
Damn, dude, Sachi's gonna win.
はい、お任せください。ちょっと服を引っ張らないでよ。申し訳ありません。針を通すもので少しこちらに寄っていただけると。
Sachi launches a follow-up attack, pulling on Sakaki's school uniform, earns 3 points, bringing her total to 55.
それでなぜあなたは反対側を引っ張るのよ。
のび太分バランスよくしといた方がいいかと思ったのよさ。迷惑だったか？
はっきりと迷惑だわ。
じゃ元に戻すな。
内側に引っ張ったって元に戻らないわよ。
Machina adds 2 tugs for a total addition of 6 points. With a score of 46, she's hot on Sachi's heels.
あなたたち一体何を企んでいるの？
Uh-oh, she's catching on. Sakaki's not completely oblivious. By this point, she's clearly realized that she's become the group's plaything. Her voice has a dangerous edge to it.
もうそんなことないってば。せっかくの綺麗な髪に
Oh
白髪が
my
できちゃう
god.
わよ。
They're gonna go for the hair next.
そんなわけないでしょ。ごまかさないで。でまた触らないで。
うん、でもほら枝毛。
嘘もつかないで。
いや、ほんとよ。ここ。
Amane seems to have discovered a genuine split end. Sakaki falters for a moment, obviously thrown off her balance. Devious as Amane may be at times, I don't think this was planned out beforehand.
別に気にしないわ、この程度。
そういうわけにはいかないでしょ。身だしなみくらいしとかないとズボラでみっともない女になっちゃうわよ。
Sakaki attempted to bury the split end in her thick hair, but Amane smoothly intercedes and takes up position behind her. Compared to her clearly unnatural interactions earlier, this is a convincingly normal development. From a neutral perspective, it would appear an action of pure goodwill and friendliness on Amane's part. Accordingly, Sakaki proves unable to offer any firm resistance. 1, 2, 3 touches of the hair. Of course, unbeknownst to her, Amane's racking up points by the second.
うまい。あまねめ、いいポジションに入り込んだのよさ。
Having won Sakaki's trust for the moment, Amane no longer has any need to employ risky aggressive tactics. As she slowly and steadily racks up the points, Machina and Sachi's faces grow increasingly tense with desperation.
何よ。
本当に綺麗な髪だと思って。あ、枝毛どうしよう。抜いちゃってもいいの？
That's gonna hurt.
あ、私枝毛切り持ってるから、私が。わかったわよ。あまねにお願いするからそんなに睨まないでよ。
I like how Michiru was, talking tough and everything before this contest started, and now she just can't get near her.
ありがとう、みちる。なんで私だけ？
Michiru, it's painful just to watch you. The girl's thoughts are written too painfully on her face, especially when she's up to no good. Sakaki's going to shoot her down every time. Perhaps this will inspire her to take a good long look at herself. On the other extreme, Amane is already coasting into a leisurely victory lap. Combing through Sakaki's long hair, she snips out split ends with the scissors she borrowed from Ichiru. As she's racking up another 10 points with every centimeter she harvests. She's already well into triple digits. Although Sakaki's keeping her expression blank, her reaction to Amane's fiddling with her hair appears to be something like relaxed boredom. Putting aside the points and this silly contest, it seems like they really might be getting friendlier.
ユミちゃん、決闘しよう決闘。友情が芽生えるまで殴り合おう。
What?
お断りよ。榊さん、面白そうな本をお持ちですね。不穏だから、嫌。
Ooh. Machina and Sachi try their best to claw back into the fight, but Sakaki's on high alert. Their hands are tied. At this point, it's no exaggeration to say the match is all but decided.
はーい、終わったわ。みちるも、ハサミありがとう。
Very soon, the chime, heraldly at the end of the recess period, will sound. At that moment, this battle will be concluded as well. I guess Amane won. Staying comfortably on a commanding lead, Amane refrains from touching Sakaki's hair longer than necessary, bringing the grooming session to a natural end.
うーん
Long since out of the running, Michiru seems destined to end the match with an inept 0 points. Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh.
As Amane hands over the scissors, they slip through the dejected Michiru's hands and clatter against the floor. As a side note, don't get the idea that Michiru's only careless when depressed. This sort of thing happens all the time.
あ、ごめんごめん。大丈夫。あったあった。
Dropping down under the desk, Michiru crawls forward a bit in the direction of the group. Picking up the scissors, she immediately begins to stand up.
ちょっとそんなところで立ち上がった。
As Michiru's head lunges towards her in the world's clumsiest uppercut, Sakaki instinctively reaches out with her hands to defend herself. Of course, in those hands, she's still holding the book she's been protecting all this time. Okay, I thought I was getting into some dangerous territory here, boys.
あ
In the next instant, Sakaki's frozen in place, her book, knocked violently out of her hands, now rests on top of her head. Apparently unable to process the situation, Sakaki stands perfectly still. Sakaki's face is blank with dazed confusion. The hardcover book lies open across the crown of her head like some bizarre helmet. It's a truly surreal moment. I find myself staring blankly, utterly lost for words. Makina has already burst into an explosion of tactless laughter, and Amane is trying and failing to contain her own amusement. Sachi, on the other hand, gazes with some bitterness at this truly astonishing bottom of the ninth comeback.
へ
And in that moment, the bell echoes through the classroom, ending the contest. And my phone vibrates with a message.
結果発表。
At the next recess period, we've gathered in the hallway in an attempt to avoid Sakaki's notice.
はーい。というわけで優勝はユージ、発表をお願い。
How could they have not been keeping score as well? I think you're all well aware already, with a final score of 10,000 points earned by planting Sakaki's book on top of her head, Michiru is our champion.
悪いわねみんな。なんか納得いかないのよさ。
That could be taken out of context.
全くです。
悲しいわね、負け犬の遠吠え。でも認めなさい。家庭はどうあれ結果が全て。運も実力のうちってね。
Michiru may have been completely nonplussed by her victory at first, but upon grasping the situation, she instantly puffed herself up like a peacock. I think it's fairly clear that the girl has a lot of backed up resentment.
みんなに勝つチルチルなんてチルチルじゃないのよさ。
はい、みちる様らしくありません。みちる様、バランスを取るためにも次の機会はぜひ負けてくださいませ。
Wow.
そこまで言う必要ないでしょ。まあまあええやんみんな。
Amane offers the group vague, soothing, one of those words in full Kansai dialect.
ところでみちる、最後のあれって狙ってたわけじゃないわよね。もちろん偶然でしょ。え？あ、いや、もちろん計算づくに決まってるじゃない。
Michiru's voice rings with bold confidence. Judging from her stilted phrasing, it's most likely a complete lie. But the words nonetheless sound fairly convincing as they echo hollowly down the hallway. At that moment, everyone else freezes in pure shock with a quick survey of our surroundings. I soon learn why. I don't miss Amane mouthing the word idiot with a slightly smug look on her face either. Her reaction to defeat is to plot revenge, it would seem. Quite a woman.
でもこれで本当にユミコと少しは仲良くなれたのかしら。
No, I think not. Sorry.
なんでよ。多分ミチルがもう無事じゃいられないからかな。どういう意味よそれ。
わざとだったのね、あれ。
With a familiar ominous sound, the shadowy figure that snuck up behind Michiru mutters a few ice-cold words. The smile on Michiru's face instantly hardens into a rigid grimace. Copious streams of sweat begin to run down her forehead and along her cheeks. Why am I starting to fail?
どうして教えてくれなかったのよ。
At last aware of her plight, Michiru squeezes out a few whimpering words of reproach. I'm ashamed to admit it, but I just noticed a moment ago myself.
黙ってなさいって目で脅されててごめんね。可愛らしく言うな。つかまね。あんた分かってて私に聞いたでしょ。てへんじゃねえ。
Damn, dude.
でも安心しました。みちる様にはふさわしい終わり方でほっとしています。
ほっとすんな。一見落着なのよさ。なあ、ユミちゃんも。
分かってると思うけど、当然あなたたちも絶対に許さないから。
Can we run away?
ほら、ある意味仲良くなったと思わない？
You're such an optimist, Amane.
私はどうしたら？
Well, probably the same thing as the rest of us. Retreat, double time.
ちょっと待ちなさいよ。
それはこっちのセリフだわ。
This day would go down as the first time in the Academy's history that all of its students were simultaneously absent from a class, but it said that no one involved dared speak the reason why.